G'day guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to go through all sporting things, fixtures and things that I want to talk about. Talk about the NRL, the cricket coming up. Um, just touch base about it all. Get into it. Footy on the weekend, we have the Cowboys over the Bulldogs, 15-8. Farewell to 1300 Smile Stadium before next season they move to the new stadium in Townsville. It was a good game, very tight for just about all of it, and the Cowboys kicked away a bit late, and it was good for you to watch. Move on to the Warriors and the Rabbitohs. The Rabbitohs, I think, are very much premiership contenders. With them playing their best footy, they're very hard to stop. Them, the Roosters, and Melbourne, they're the three that I think are very hard to beat in going into the finals. Then we had the Broncos and Parramatta, 17-6 up there in Brisbane. Good game again, very tight. Brisbane, I think everyone that makes the 8 has a really good chance of winning it this year because it's such a tight comp, other than Melbourne a bit ahead and the Roosters a bit as well. But Parramatta as well, they're two teams that could really click into gear into the finals and go all the way. Like, they both have really good rosters. Yeah. We move on to the Newcastle Titans game. Newcastle, that was a blowout, as expected. The Titans aren't, as we all know, they're not very good. Not much to say about that game. This one really surprised me, actually. The Storm and the Seagulls up at Lotto Land. It was 36-6 in Melbourne's favour. I was expecting it to be something like 8-6 or something, but Melbourne played really well. You got to give credit where it's due. They were really good. And Manly quite went at the game. Tommy Turbo now out for the season, which I think, from a Cronulla supporter perspective, I'm more than happy to play them in the finals now without Turbo because he is such a good footballer. Sure, Jake and Cherry are still there, but Tommy Turbo leaves a huge gap in that team. Moving on to the next game. When the Roosters played Penrith at the SCG, 22-6 in favour of the Roosters. That was no surprise there. If you're going to have Tedesco, Mitchell, and just the team they have there, I don't even have to say names. They're a quality team in the eastern suburbs. Now moving on to Sunday. Two very bad results for the Sharks. I was expecting Cronulla to win this game, but down at Shark Park, last game there for 2 years, Gal's last home game, but they turned up. It was a field goal shootout for the last 10-15 minutes and then into extra time. Raiders ended up taking it 15-14, but you could tell they were exhausted. It was big minutes. Wade Graham hurt himself. Don't really know about that. I hope he's alright. I'd say he would be, but there's a worry there. I'd say he'd be all good. I just think Cronulla showed in that first half that they have the ability to beat anyone. But you look at goal kicking. I saw a thing during the week. If you take goal kicking out, Cronulla are coming third. That's, you don't want to see that as a supporter, that they're missing that many goals, that without goals they become a third, but with goals they come an eighth. It's a massive gap, And now we're playing in the last round to even make the finals. It's an extra finals game pretty much. It's tough one. Next one. At the SCG again, the Dragons played the Tigers. No surprise, the Tigers absolutely flogged them. 42-14. The Dragons, that was farewell game to the GOAT, actually. He has one more game. The Tigers next week. Say goodbye to Farah, maybe even Benji. And that's going to be a really good game playing. There's all the talk about relocating a team. I reckon the Tigers, if they don't win that game, are in hot water. They can't really move Cronulla. They own themselves and they own the club. Manly are playing good footy. And we all know what the Sharks and Manly supporters are like. They're a lot more hostile than the Tigers. Now we look at the ladder going into the last round. We got Melbourne, the top four, Melbourne, Roosters, Canberra, South. I think that's what we kind of thought. I think the top 8 is quite similar to what we expected it to be, other than Raiders and Manly. We all expected Cronulla to be in the top 4 though. Would have been nice to see that, but you know it happens sometimes that you just don't have a great year. But so Melbourne, Roosters, Raiders, Souths, and fifth to eighth is Manly, Parramatta, Brisbane, and Cronulla. Then we go to the bottom eight. Now, pretty much an extra finals game this weekend between the Tigers and Cronulla. That's going to be a really good game. Farah's last game, he might not even be playing. Maybe even Benji's last game. Could be Gow's last game, so I think both teams are just going to fire up. It's going to be really aggressive in the middle. We go then when we got teams that are out of contention: Newcastle in 10th, Penrith, Cowboys, Bulldogs, Warriors, Dragons, Titans. The Titans officially have the wooden spoon now. All right, we'll get into cricket. See what's going on. I know this will probably bore you, but Australia released their 12-man squad for the fourth test. So I'd like to see the squad. Where is it? I think Smithy is in for a big test. I reckon he's going to score some runs here. So where I'd like to see the squad. Doesn't want to tell me. I assume. Alright, doesn't say. Alright. I assume that it's going to be the 11: Harris, Warner, Labuschagne, Smith, Head, Wade, Payne, Cummins, Stark, Hazelwood, Lyon. That's the 11 I think, and Patterson will carry the drinks. A lot riding on this test actually. Australia are neat. They everything except losing this test for Australia. We bring home the Ashes. It stays here. Yeah. But I reckon there might be rain around. September in England, it'll be very cold. Alright, I'll give you the squads. So, for England, the team, they've put it in. Root, Archer, Bairstow, Broad, Burns, Butler, Curran, Denley, Leach, Overton, Roy, Stokes and Wokes. So that's the English side. Well, not so English, but may as well say they are. It hasn't rendered in Australia. So I'll get the weather up. For next week. Alright, here we go. So, starts tomorrow. It's supposed to be raining between 11 and 19 degrees and cloudy between 11 and 19 degrees. Raining again on Friday between 11 and 18 then. And Saturday and Sunday, cloudy but up around 20 degrees. So, pretty cold. But yeah, I'm going to do the Max's Awards for the NRL at the end of next round. I'll do the Player of the Year, I went to all the positions. I'll do back of the year, forward of the year. That can't be the same as this guy. Biggest failure of the year. Rookie of the year. Tackle of the year. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah. That's all I need from that. Some Aussies got knocked out of the US Open over the weekend. Not much I know to talk about actually. I don't know. There's the AFL. That's pretty boring. But yeah. Probably get into doing stuff soon. It's just hard with times and school and homework, and I've got to practice for cricket with all the squads I'm in and stuff. So, but once everything starts to wrap up, I'll get into it. Anyway, it's a pretty long video actually. I hope you guys liked it. Put the like button, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when all my videos come out, and I'll talk to you later.